Disclaimer: this review features a collectible item and it's for adult collectors ages 13 and up only. It is not intended for children. So if you are age 13 or below, please stop watching this video now. Thank you. Hello everyone, WerewolfLydia here and welcome back to a new action figure review on my channel. So today, as you can see, I have here another figurine from the NECA Toys Universal Monsters collection. And this is the Invisible Man. Now, before I get into this whole review and show you guys how the box looks, I just wanted to mention that I had this figurine on pre-order for quite some time, and originally it was supposed to arrive at the start of this year, but it only arrived now, so it's really late. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I do think this one actually came out before Dracula from this same Universal Monsters collection. So there was like a little bit of a mix-up for some odd reason over here in Europe, and the Invisible Man arrived later than Dracula. And by the way, if you haven't seen my review, I did a review of Mr. Dracula on my channel, so you can go ahead and watch it if you haven't seen that yet. So yeah, that's just a little background story that yeah, the Invisible Man was invisible for quite some time, but now I finally have it here on hand and I'm doing a review for you guys. So this is of course the colored version, because I mentioned before that I only collect the colored versions of these figurines, but there is also like a black and white version, I do think, available as usual with all of these Universal Monsters figurines from NECA. And yeah, so first off, as usual, I'm going to show you guys the box, which is a beautiful collector box as we are used to by now, and after that I will unbox the figurine and we'll see his cool details and a bunch of accessories, because he does come with a lot of them. So let's get started. So starting off with the front of the box, and it is quite shiny, so sorry about the glare over there, you can see, but the pictures on and the writing on it is like has this really shiny coat, which is amazing by the way. I really like it. So it's the usual nice little collector box made out of cardboard mostly, and here on the front we see the poster, the original poster for the movie, which is by the way a beautiful work of art. It says over here, and I'm probably going to butcher the name, sorry about that, Carl Lamel, I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, presents H.G. Wells' fantastic sensation, The Invisible Man. So it is based on the book written by H.G. Wells, the writer. Now we actually do own this book in our book collection over here at home, but I haven't read the book yet, and I actually haven't seen the movie either. I have never seen any of these Universal Monsters movies because I couldn't find them online, but still I do want to somehow get them and watch them, because I am really interested. And the Invisible Man movie was released in 1933, if I am correct, so we have a picture of him actually over there with some glasses on, and over here we have some of the other characters from the movie, and I do think this is the professor or professor that turns himself invisible by drinking a potion. That's all I know about this movie, otherwise I don't know anything about it. And over here it says with Gloria Stewart, Claude Rains, and you know, the other characters. These are the two main ones, I'm guessing. Ultimate Invisible Man. And this is the top of the box. It says The Invisible Man, it says NECA, and ages 17 and up, so this is not a children's toy, it is a adult collectible item. Now this is the side of the box. Again, it says The Invisible Man, and we have a promo picture of the Invisible Man. It says Universal Monsters, this is the back of the box, and we have more cool pictures of the figurine itself with the different heads, hand molds and whatnot that he comes with. And of course he is invisible, you can only see his suit. Sorry about this sticker, it's from you know, the store where I get my stuff. Oh, by the way, I wanted to mention that when I opened the you know, the shipping box, I was at first I was surprised, and I thought that the box is like damaged, because it does look like it's scratched up and like the sides are like peeling off, and I thought that I got a damaged box, but no, that's how it looks. So it's really a funny thing. So a heads up, if you are hunting for this in a store somewhere around your place, that's not a damage on the box, that's just how it was supposed to look. Really interesting. By the way, over here it says that it includes a notebook, nose, wig, goggles, invisible serum, bottle, interchangeable heads and hands. So yeah, a whole lot of accessories, as I mentioned before. This is the other side. Again, it says the Invisible Man, and we have another promo picture. It says Universal Monsters. And of course this is, as I said before, a collector box. So we have the little Velcro button, and you can open it up and you get a lot of glare. I'm sorry about that, guys, but here it is, the figurine inside the box. You can somehow, or you can see some of it, but mostly you can see my reflection. And we have a bunch of accessories like included over there too. So I really love the notebook, and I'm always a fan of these little accessories, because you can actually use most of them with like other figurines too if you wanted to, and you know, take photos. And I actually can use them as props with some dolls, since I do doll photography too, so that's really awesome. And he looks really cool. And here is this awesome like full sized promo picture of him just standing there in the, I'm guessing it's like a laboratory of his. It looks really cool. So yeah, that's pretty much about the box. Now let me just open him and take out all the little accessories, and then we'll see how he looks, articulation and whatnot. So I'll be right back. And I'm back, and as you can see, I have unboxed my Invisible Man over here, and he is really cool. He has a lot of details, and I did not expect to like this figure as much as I do now, because again, I'm not that familiar with the movie, or actually the whole monster, if we can call that. I mean, they are Universal Monsters, so yes, I think we can call them that. And yeah, I really like him. I really love the little accessories that he comes with, and as you can see, they are laid down over here in front of him, and there is a lot of them. So as usual, we are going to take a closer look at the accessories, mostly exchangeable like hands and heads that he comes with, and some other little bits and pieces. And after that, we will take a closer look at the details and the articulation of the figurine. So let's get started. So first off, probably one of my favorite accessories that he comes with is this open book, because as you can see, this is a book, if my camera will focus on that and not the figurine in the background. So yes, this is a book opened and laying on a table, or maybe it's like a notebook actually, with his calculations and a bunch of really bunch of numbers and graphics and whatever you want to call those. It looks really confusing, at least to me, and I'm not sure if you know any of these make sense, but you know, I'm pretty sure this is how it looked in the movie, and I think it's really cool. I really love how it looks, and this is how it looks from the back. So it's a simple dark gray color, and you cannot close this, so it's molded like this. But I think it's just a really cool little prop that you can also use for basically any other figurines or even doll photography. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Now another accessory that he comes with, since he is a professor and you know he is preparing chemicals, that's how he turned himself invisible. And maybe this is actually the potion, because as you can see, this is like a glass measuring jar, because it does seem to have like a little line. I don't know if you can see that going around. And there is this metal steering rod inside of it, and inside the little liquid is like a really like metallic kind of shiny purple. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Maybe this is the invisible potion, I don't know for sure, but it does look a little bit suspicious to me. And by the way, be careful, because this little metal rod, it's actually made out of plastic, so it can break off really easily. So yeah, be careful that you don't ruin the little accessory. Now the other accessories is basically exchangeable stuff for the figurine itself. So first off, we have 3 pieces, and I'm keeping them in this little bag because I don't want to lose them. We have 3 pieces, and I'm pretty sure we have 3 pieces because you can easily lose them, of noses. Now I'm guessing these are like fake noses that he uses on his like I'm not sure what to call it, like disguise, or well, it's not really disguise. It's to make him look invisible. I mean visible. And yeah, so these are, I'm guessing, fake noses, and I don't think you can put these on the figurine itself, because one of the exchangeable faces, and you will see it in just a little bit, it does have a hole for a nose, but I don't think these fit in that hole. So this is just again like a prop if you want to make a picture where he basically disappeared forever, because I do think that's the kind of maybe a spoiler, but if I remember correctly reading about it, he does disappear forever at the end of the whole story, or the movie, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, these are the little fake nose props. And speaking of fake noses, he does come with a little piece of a wig. The wig is folded in half, so this is how it looks. Basically, it's like dark brown hair. And yes, this is again for that picture if you want to recreate that scene. And you cannot unfold it, so it's just like this simple plastic piece. And he does come with an extra pair of goggles, and these are really cool. As you can see, the glass part is like black, and around it, I'm guessing like the rubbery part is like a dark brown. And you can put this on his head. Now on the head that he is wearing now, the one that he comes in the box, he already has like a molded on goggle, but you can put this on the other heads because those do not have any goggles. And yes, it does go over it, because as you can see, it is I'm not going to say stretchy, but you can kind of it's like rubbery, so you can kind of put it on there. Just again, be careful, because this little rubbery piece can easily break. Now the other parts are the exchangeable heads. So here is one of them, and as you can see, the head does exchange from the neck part, and this is how it looks. So his mouth is kind of half open, and he has hollow eyes and nose, so that's why I was saying I don't think you can fit those fake little noses in that hole. And there are some parts of the, I'm guessing, wig sticking out from under it, or maybe this was like his original hair, but I don't think so. I do think this is parts of the wig sticking out, because it is basically the same dark brown color. And of course you can see how the wraps are beautifully molded and have a lot of detail put into them. It looks really awesome. Now the other head seems to be a little bit creepy, at least to me, because this is a open mouth head, as you can see. and his mouth is like wide open, and since it is hollow inside, I don't know, it just gives you a really creepy feeling. And again, the eyes are hollow as well, but it does have a fake nose on, as you can see, and that is not removable. And basically otherwise I do think the top part is kind of the same mold. The wig is still sticking out in the back as well, and the wraps is like really beautifully molded again. And this is where you exchange it again from the neck part, but you have to be careful because this part is actually, as you can see, it kind of moves, and again, it's kind of rubbery, so be careful not to break it from here when you are exchanging the heads for the figurine. Now he does come with some exchangeable hands as well. So the hand that he comes with inside the box is like it's like in a fist pose. And interesting thing, I don't know if that is his like skin color, or it's like some type of wrap, or maybe those are like rubber. I'm guessing those could be like rubber gloves that he is wearing, because it's like really yellow, so I do not think that those are his actual hands. And 3 hands are in that same like rubber glove yellow color, and 1 pair of hand has a like a actual leather glove, if that makes sense. So we get a pair of these type of hands. Now I'm showing all 3 of them together because there is a reason. So we have a left hand and 2 right hands, but the 2 right hands, at least to me, seem to be like the same, like identical, or really close to being the same, because as you can see, it's like shaped in a way that he's like holding something, and you can actually put the little glass jar or glass cup, whatever you want to call it, I showed you earlier in this, and he can hold it. But honestly, I do not think there is like a huge difference between these two. Maybe just a little bit of the wideness of how he is holding it. So yeah, this is how these two look. So if you lose one of them, you still have another one that's like in the same pose, so you don't really have to worry about that. But you know, again, be careful not to lose it. And the other one is in the same pose, it's just for the other hand. And yes, you can put the jar, glass jar, in this one as well. And I really love those wrinkles. So yeah, I'm pretty sure these are like rubber gloves, and I really love how the wrinkles are molded. It looks really, I guess I could say realistic, really cool. But still, my favorite hands, and I'm probably going to display my figurine with these, is these really old-fashioned styled leather, brown leather gloves. I think they look really cool. And as you can see, one of them is like in this kind of a natural relaxed pose, while the other one is, it kind of looks like it's in a fist, but there's actually like a little hole in the middle. So it is shaped that like he is holding a bottle. And when I opened my figurine, I was quite surprised with this one, and a little bit confused as well, because he does not come with like any chemical bottles. So I'm guessing originally they wanted to include like a chemical bottle with him, but for some odd reason they scrapped that and didn't. But the hand mold was already like made, and they included it in the set. But yeah, a really cool pair of hands. So yeah, it's a little bit long, sorry about that guys, but I wanted to show you properly all the accessories. Now let's move on to taking a closer look at the actual Invisible Man. So starting off with his head, or basically face too, this is the head that he comes with inside the box. And as you can see, and we saw it previously with the alternate heads, that it is the same mold mostly, because you know it's the same wraps around. wraps covering his whole face, and the little brown wig pieces sticking out here and there. The paint job is actually quite good. It's not the most perfect thing because I can see some parts that were like missed, like over there, but it is a decent paint job. And you can see, as I said before, those goggles are molded on, so you cannot take them off from this head mold. It goes all around. He does have like a fake nose over there as well. His mouth is closed, and yeah, it's pretty simple, and he looks, at least to me, he looks like he is really serious, even though if we can't really see his expression over there, but it looks really serious to me. Now moving down, he's wearing basically like a suit, and the jacket is a dark, really dark blue. It shows up a little bit more lighter on camera than it actually is. So it's a really dark blue going towards black, and I really love all the molded details, the pockets. There's a little handkerchief over there, some buttons over here in the front, and the jacket does not open, but I'm pretty sure if you are pulling on it, you can kind of take it apart, as you can see over there. So you can take it apart if you wanted to, and underneath the jacket or coat, whatever you want to call it, he does have a white t-shirt with a light blue tie, so it's pretty cool. And the t-shirt is sticking out here at the cuffs. Some more buttons, and this is how it looks from the back. Again, really nicely molded. I really love the wrinkles, and the whole coat part, or at least on his body, it's like a really rubbery material, a really rubbery plastic, so that he can move a little bit more freely, because he does have a joint in the waist. Now, as I was saying before, he does have those rubber gloves on this hand mold as well, and as you can see, these are in a fist pose on both sides. So maybe he isn't just serious, maybe he is angry. I don't know. And moving down to his pants, they are light gray, as you can see, and again, really nicely molded. A lot of wrinkles and details. His pants are in actually pretty good condition, because I'm saying that because some of the figurines, you know, they look like really worn, and that's not because, you know, the figurine is not made well, or it has been played around it or something. That's just how it looks in the movie. I'm just saying that he is a well-dressed guy, and he takes care of himself, and that's why I'm saying it. It just kind of stuck out to me, because the other characters sometimes have worn clothes. And of course, the shoes, they are really stylish for that period of time when the movie came out. They are simple black, and of course they have holes on the bottom, and you can put this figurine on a stand if you wanted to. He does not come with one, and as you saw before, he can pretty much stand on his own, so no problems with that. But if you want to be extra sure or extra safe that he does not fall over from a shelf, then you can put him on a NECA stand that is sold separately. So yeah, otherwise it's a pretty simple figure, but it looks how he should and has all the cool little details. So I'm glad to have him in my collection. Now, as far as the articulation on this figurine goes, he is a really well articulated figurine, as we are used to by now with all the NECA Toys figurines, and also the other monster figurines from this Universal Monsters line. So of course, starting off, you can move his head. It is on a ball joint, so it does move around, and again, it moves from the neck part, so there is like no separation between the neck and the actual head. That's because as you saw before, he does have exchangeable heads, and I will show you how to exchange it in just a second. He also has a articulation point somewhere over here in the body, and I'm pretty sure that's also, yes, it is on a ball joint, and it does move pretty well, and it's not that limited by his coat as you would think it is, because as I said before, it is a rubbery material, so that allows you to move the figurine around pretty well. Now of course you can move his arms, and it does go all around, so you can make a 360 with that, and of course it does go to the sides on both sides. There is also a joint in the elbow part, but it is kind of limited, especially when you were supposed to like move it to the back because of this part over here of the mold of his coat. It does twist and turn, as you can see, and it does go in, but it's again pretty limited, so that's there's only just like a 90s degree over there, because it does not go any further, and not on this side either, as you can see. So that as far as it goes. And of course there is a joint over here in the hands. You can turn it all array around and also move it up and down. And of course again it is exchangeable. We will see that in just a second. Now moving down to his legs. It's kind of squeaky as you heard, because it is a new figurine, but as you can see he does move pretty well, and the legs do go out pretty far, as you can see. I was surprised by that, but yes, that's how far it goes. And there is also like a joint in the knee. That's as far as it goes, and you can also twist and turn it as well. And there is also some movement in the feet. Does turn to the sides, but not too far actually, and it is again moving kind of hard. I'm pretty sure it's because it is a new figurine, and it does go up and down, but again it's pretty limited. So yeah, his feet movement is pretty much minimal, and it's limited by the bottom of his pants. Okay, so now let's change some parts on him with, you know, all the extra stuff that we saw earlier. So I'm just going to change his head, and it's pretty easy to pull it off. You can see the ball joint over there inside. And let's put on this head. This is the super creepy head that I was appreciating before, because I do think it's super creepy, but it looks really cool as well. And as you can see, it just popped right on, so it's pretty easy to exchange it, and this is how he looks. So it is super creepy in my opinion. It looks really weird and deformed, if I can say that, but it is really cool at the same time. And let's put on his gloved hands, the ones that I really like. So again, you can just simply pull these off, and there we go. So it's already on, as you can see, on over here. And let's exchange the other one. Sometimes they are a little bit harder to pull off, so be careful that you don't break the joint itself, but there we go. So now he has the gloved hands on, and he is ready to try and find a solution for his little mishap that happened. But yeah, he looks really awesome like this as well, and really, again, really creepy in my opinion. And let's just, for the sake of it, put on his extra goggles on his head to show to you guys how he looks. And it kind of stays, but you have to pull it down. There we go. So this is how the extra goggles look on his head if you want to put them on. They kind of slowly start to come off, so maybe you have to like pull it all the way down to cover his hollow eyes, but you can still kind of get away just putting it on his head like that, and you know, you can take some pictures like that as well. So yeah, that's how you exchange his extra parts, and it's pretty easy. So he is cool, a cool figurine. And that's about it for this review of the NECA Toys Universal Monsters The Invisible Man. And as you can see, he is now, I positioned him as he's holding that invisibility potion. So yeah, it's pretty cool, and you can display him like this. But yeah, that's about it for this review. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up, and you can comment down below what do you think of this figurine, the exchangeable parts and all the accessories that he comes with. If you saw this movie, and what's your opinion of it. I really have to find it somewhere and watch it, if I will be able to, because I am really interested in seeing it. And yeah, just overall tell me what's your opinion, if you have it in your collection, or if you are if you want to get it in like the black and white version, that's also an option. And yeah, just comment whatever you would like. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see the future Universal Monster figurines that will be released by NECA, because I am also getting those and will do a review of them as well. And I of course do other kind of toy and doll reviews on my channel. I also have a Facebook page. The link will appear down below on the screen, and you can go ahead and like my page and follow it if you haven't done that yet. And guys, I want to thank you so much for watching and for your attention, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!